Hi YouTube, it's Leah, aka Gamer Girl, and Natasha, aka Fuzzball, and this is our Project for Awesome video. Today we're going to be talking about SPCA, the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. We think that it's a great cause, and there's a link in the description, so make sure you check out their website. Natasha was an SPCA kitten, but we'll get to her story in a second. The SPCA does things internationally, like tries to prevent the inhumane killing of animals, and they also try to take animals out of war zone areas. But they also do things locally, like run pet shelters, offer pets to loving families, and they also take pets away from abusive homes. You comfy? There's lots of different ways that people like us can help the SPCA. Like, you can go to their website and they have lots of different programs that you can donate to if you can spare the money. My favorite one that you can donate to is One Dog, One Day, All the Difference. It's where you donate money for the shelters so they can help some of the millions of dogs that have been abandoned by their loving families, and it helps them find a new family that can love and care for them. Some of the other programs they have is Nobody Gets Left Behind. That's the one where they take dogs that have befriended soldiers in the Middle East and they try to bring them back home with them. But there's also lots of other programs you can donate to. There's the Spay and Neuter program, the Emergency Response program, Shelter of the Week, General Fund, where they just give money to what they think is necessary. If you don't have the money to spare, which is completely understandable, there's other things that you can do as well to try to help. If you're planning on adopting a pet anytime soon, you can adopt from a local SPCA pet shelter. Please, for the most important thing, realize that a pet is a living creature. They do have feelings, and it's a lifelong commitment when you decide to buy one or get one. If you are a pet owner, help control the pet population. Get your pet spayed or neutered. You can also make sure that they have tags, so in case they get lost, you can keep them and they don't end up in an SPCA. If none of these things are possible, the least you can do is realize that animals are living creatures and don't abuse them. Be nice to them. They have feelings. And here's what everyone's been waiting for. Here's Natasha's story.
When Natasha was just a couple weeks old, she was abandoned by her mother. No one knows what happened to her, but they did find this little bundle of fluff curled up on the side of the road. She was taken to a local SPCA pet shelter where she was placed in a cage and taken care of as she waited for a family to adopt her. After about a week, my mother went to the shelter looking for a kitten. She played with a few kittens, but then when she saw Natasha curled up in the back of her cage alone, she knew that she was the one. As soon as she got home, she was adopted by our older cat, Midnight. Midnight would wash her and care for her. Natasha would, and still will, suckle on your neck for comfort. Since she was abandoned so young, we often bottle fed her. Shortly after Midnight's death, when Natasha was about a year old, we found out she was blind. It didn't affect her too much because she was an indoor cat. However, it did explain why she would sometimes run into a moved coffee table or pile of textbooks. It's been 10 years since we adopted her, and since then, she's adopted a kitten, Ebony Min, and 3 dagoos, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. She really does think they're her kittens, and she's very protective of them. It might have something to do with her being blind or the fact she's a very loving cat. We haven't decided yet. We hope her story has shown you that it is possible to help, even if it's just one pet at a time.